So coming to the next problem, find a positive root of the equation x cube minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So correct up to two decimal places. Okay. So, so we have to find one positive root to the equation x cube minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. And we have to correct that solution up to two decimal places. Okay. So coming to the solution, so let f of x is equal to, I am naming the given equation as f of x is equal to x cube minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So now we have to select two numbers such that the signs of those two numbers when we substitute in this particular equation are opposite signs. Okay. So now I am starting with 0. So f of 0. So when we substitute 0 in the given equation, we get 0 minus 0 minus 1, which is equal to minus 1, which is less than 0. It means when we substitute 0 in the given equation, then the sign of f of 0 is negative. Okay. Now we go for next number, that is 1. So if we substitute 1 in the given equation, we get 1 minus 1 minus 1, which is also equal to minus 1. This is also less than 0. It means the sign of both f of 0 and f of 1 are negative. So now we have to select the number, next number, until we get a positive sign. Okay. So now I am going for next number, that is 2. So if we substitute 2 in the given equation, we get 2 cube, 8 minus 2 minus 1, so which is equal to 5. This is greater than 0. Okay. So here the sign of f of 2 is positive, whereas the signs of both 0 and 1 are negative. So now we have to select two numbers so that the signs of those two numbers should be opposite. Here we are having two options. One is we can select either 0 and 2 or 1 and 2. But I am going to select 1 and 2 because the distance between those roots when compared to 0 and 2, 1 and 2 are very nearer to each other. Okay. So that I am selected 1 and 2. So here I am selecting therefore f of 1 so is less than 0 and f of 2 is greater than 0. Okay. So okay, right. So whenever you said that the signs of those two numbers are opposite, then by known theorem, that is intermediate value theorem, we can say that the root lies between, so one root lies between those two numbers. One root lies between 1 and 2. We can write one root lies between 1 and 2. So if you want to find the first approximation, once again, we have to write those two numbers. That is the signs of those two numbers. F of 1 is negative sign and f of 2 is positive sign. So that we have to underline this step. Okay. So if we want to find the first approximation, so the first approximation is nothing but x1. So and x1 is nothing but the average of the two numbers which are having opposite signs. Okay. Here one is having a positive negative sign and the two is having a positive sign. So the average of 1 and 2 gives the first approximation. So it means we have tried 1 plus 2 by 2. So which is equal to 3 by 2 and this is equal to 1.5. So the first approximation value is 1.5. So after getting x1, so now immediately we have to find f of x1. It means we have to substitute the value of x1 in the given equation. It means so 1.5 whole cube minus 1.5 minus 1. Okay. On simplification, we get this is equal to 0.875. This is equal to 0.875, which is a positive answer. It means f of 1.5 is positive. F of 1.5 is a positive value. So if you want to find the next approximation, we require two values. One is a positive value and the second one is negative value. So since f of 1.5 is a positive value, so now we have to carry the negative value from the above steps. Okay. Since we are having f of 1 is less than 0, so that I am writing, so I am writing f of 1 is less than 0. So every time we have to write one positive value and negative value to find the next approximation. Here f of 1.5 is a positive value, so now we want a negative value. So since we are not having negative value, so that we are carrying a negative value from the above steps. Okay, so since f of 1 is less than 0, so that I am carrying that f of 1 less than 0 here. Okay, so whenever we are having once again opposite signs between the numbers 1.5 and 1, then we can calculate the second approximation. So coming to the second approximation, and second approximation is nothing but x2. So x2 can be calculated by the average of those two opposite signs, the average of the numbers of the two opposite signs. So it means 1.5 plus 1 by 2. Okay, so this is equal to 2.5 by 2. So 2.5 by 2 is nothing but 1.25. Okay, so immediately after getting x2, once again we have to find f of x2. So now I am going to find f of x2. So it means we have to substitute 1.25 in the given equation. So that is, so 1.25 whole cube minus 1.25 minus 1. So on simplification, we get uh, minus 0.29. So this is approximately equal to minus 0.29, which is less than 0. Okay, so which is less than 0. Therefore, the sign of f of 1.25 is less than 0. So if you want to find the next approximation, we require a negative sign together with a positive sign. Since we are having a negative sign, so now we have to carry positive sign from the above step. Okay, so since we are having f of 1.5, the sign of f of 1.5 is positive, so that we have to carry that particular term to find the next approximation. So that once again I am underlying the terms f of 1.25 and f of 1.5, because those two numbers are having opposite signs. Now we can find the third approximation. So third approximation. So third approximation. So third approximation is nothing but x3, and that is the average of the two numbers 1.25 and 1.5. So that I am writing 1.25 plus 1.5 by 2. Okay, so this is equal to 1.375. This is the third approximation. Okay, immediately after getting third approximation, we have to find f of x3. So in the problem, it was said that we have to continue the problem until two decimal places are equal. So coming to the first approximation value is 1.5. So coming to the second approximation, it is 1.25, and coming to the third one, it is 1.375. So till now, so even one decimal place is also not equal. So that we have to continue up to two decimal places are equal. Okay, so right, f of x3. So this is f of 1.375. Once again, we have to substitute this particular value in the given equation, so that we get 1.375 whole cube minus 1.375 minus 1. So this is equal to 0.224, which is a positive value. So it means f of 1.375 is a positive value. If you want to find the next approximation, we require a negative value. So it means we have to carry the negative value from the above step. So it means f of 1.25 is having the negative sign, so that we have to carry that particular term. So in order to calculate the next approximation, once again I am underlining those two terms. So f of 1.375 and f of 1.25, because those two are having opposite signs. Now I am going to calculate the fourth approximation. Fourth approximation. Fourth approximation, that is x4. That is x4 is equal to, once again we have to find the average of 1.375 and 1.25. We have to calculate the average of those two numbers which are having opposite signs. Okay, so this is equal to 1.375 plus 1.25 by 2 is equal to 1.3125. Okay, this is the fourth approximation. If you observe third approximation and fourth approximation here, so one decimal place is equal in both the approximations. Okay, So if you continue two more approximations, further some more approximations, then definitely, so two decimal places will be equal. Okay. So in fourth approximation, if you observe the fourth approximation, so one decimal place is equal. Okay, right. Immediately after getting x4, we have to find f of x4. It means f of 1.3125. We have to substitute this particular value in the given equation, that is 1.3125 whole cube minus 1.3125 minus 1. This is equal to, so whenever we substitute this particular value, we get the negative sign, that is minus 0.051, which is less than 0. It means I am writing f of x4 is, of course, f of x4 is nothing but f of 1.3125 is less than 0. So once again, if you want to find the next approximation, we have to carry the positive sign from the above step. Okay. So from the above step, we are having f of 1.375 as a positive sign, so that we have to carry that particular term. So in order to calculate the next approximation. So once again, I am underlining those two opposite signs. So one is less than 0 and the second one is greater than 0. So now I'm going to calculate the fifth approximation. Fifth approximation. So fifth approximation, that is x5. So x5 is equal to, once again, we have to find the average of those two numbers, that is 1.3125 plus 1.375 by 2. The numbers which are having opposite signs, those numbers, for those numbers we have to find the average. Okay. So 1.3125 plus 1.375 by 2 is equal to 1.34375. Okay. So till now only one decimal place is equal. Okay. So it means we have to continue uh, some more approximations. Once again, immediately I am calculating f of xy. This is equal to f of 1.34375. It means we have to substitute this value in the given equation, 1.34375 whole cube minus 1.34375 minus 1. So on simplification, we get this is equal to approximately equal to 0.0826, which is greater than 0. It means a positive value. So therefore, I can write f of 1.34375 is a positive value. So in order to calculate the next approximation, we require a negative value. So from the above step, we are having f of 1.3125. The sign of 1.3125 is negative, so that we have to carry that particular value um, in order to calculate the next approximation. So once again, I am underlining the two terms which are having opposite signs, and I am going to calculate the next approximation, that is sixth approximation. Sixth approximation. Okay. And the sixth approximation is denoted by x6, and x6 is nothing but the average of those two numbers which are having opposite signs. So it means 1.34375 plus 1.3125 by 2. Okay. So on calculating the sixth approximation, we get 1 point. So this is equal to 1.328125. So this is the average of those two numbers. So immediately after getting x6, we have to find f of x6. So till now, once again, we are having only one decimal place is equal. Okay. So we have to continue until two decimal places are equal. Okay. Right. Coming to the f of x6, we have to substitute 1.328125 in the given equation, so that we get 1.328125 whole cube minus 1.328125 minus 1. Okay. So on simplification, we get 0.0145, which is a positive value. It means f of 1.328125 is a positive value. Once again, if you want to find the next approximation, we require a negative value. Okay. So from the above step, we have to carry that negative value in order to calculate the next approximation. So from the above step, we are having f of 1.3125 as a negative sign. Okay. So that I am carrying that particular term in order to calculate the next approximation. Once again, I underline the two numbers which are having opposite signs. Okay, so now we have to calculate the next approximation, that is seventh approximation. Seventh approximation. Okay, that is x7 is equal to, so x7 is nothing but the average of the two numbers which are having opposite signs, and those numbers are 1.328125 plus 1.3125 by 2. So which is equal to 1.3203125. So this is the seventh approximation. Okay, so from the sixth approximation we observe that 1.328125, and in the seventh approximation we are observed that 1.32. It means, so the two decimal places are equal in both the approximations x6 and x7, so that we have to stop the problem in the seventh approximation. So whatever the approximation there, at which approximation we have stopped, that particular approximation is the root of the given equation. Okay, so I am writing, therefore the root of the given equation is 1.3203125. Okay, thank you.